If you're new to investing or just thinking about starting, it can feel like there's a mountain of information and you don't know where to begin. Stocks, bonds, crypto, real estate, so many choices, right? The good news is that investing doesn't have to be confusing or scary. With the right strategies, anyone can start growing their money smartly in 2025. Today, I'm sharing the top 10 investment strategies for beginners that make investing simple and effective. These tips are designed to help you build a strong foundation and avoid common mistakes. So if you want to learn how to start investing the right way, stick around. And hey, before we jump in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want more easy money tips like this. It really helps the channel grow, and I promise to keep bringing you helpful advice. 10. Start with an emergency fund. Before you even put your money into investments, it's important to have an emergency fund. Think of this as your financial safety net. Life is unpredictable. Your car might break down, or you might have a medical bill, or lose your job unexpectedly. Without an emergency fund, you might have to sell your investments at a bad time to cover those expenses, which can hurt your financial progress. Ideally, you want to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a place where you can access it quickly, like a high-yield savings account. It won't make a ton of interest, but the peace of mind it brings is worth much more. When you have this fund ready, you can invest with confidence, knowing you're protected if something comes up. 9. Understand your risk tolerance. Investing always involves some risk. Some investments might go up and down a lot, while others are steadier but may not grow as quickly. Before you put your money in, it's important to understand how much risk you can handle. Are you the kind of person who can sleep peacefully even if your investments drop 20% in a month? Or do you get nervous and want to avoid big swings? This is called your risk tolerance. It depends on your financial goals, your timeline, and your personality. If you're younger and investing for the long term, you might be comfortable taking more risks because you have time to recover from losses. If you're closer to retirement or saving for something soon, safer investments might be better. There are online quizzes and tools that can help you figure this out, but the main idea is to pick investments that fit your comfort level so you don't panic and make rash decisions. 8. Invest in low-cost index funds. One of the smartest ways beginners can start investing is with low-cost index funds. These funds don't try to beat the market. Instead, they simply follow an index, a list of stocks representing a big part of the market, like the S&P 500. Because index funds don't require a lot of active management, their fees are much lower than other types of funds. Lower fees mean more of your money stays invested and growing over time. Plus, index funds automatically spread your investment across many companies. This helps reduce risk since you're not betting on just 1 or 2 stocks. Over the long term, index funds have shown steady growth and are a simple, hands-off way to build wealth. They're perfect for beginners who want a solid foundation without having to pick individual stocks. 7. Use dollar cost averaging. Trying to time the market, buying when prices are low and selling when they're high, is tough, even for experts. That's why dollar cost averaging is such a useful strategy. Instead of investing a big lump sum all at once, you invest a fixed amount regularly, like every month or every paycheck. By doing this, you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high. This helps reduce the average cost of your investments over time and lowers the risk of investing everything at a market peak. Dollar cost averaging makes investing easier and less stressful. You're consistently adding money to your investments no matter what the market is doing, which builds your portfolio steadily over time. 6. Diversify your investments. Diversification means spreading your money across different types of investments and sectors so you don't rely too much on one area. It's one of the best ways to reduce risk. For example, you could invest in stocks from different industries like technology, healthcare, and consumer goods. You could also add bonds to balance out the ups and downs of stocks. Real estate, either through direct ownership or real estate investment trusts, REITs, is another option. Some people even add exposure to international markets or emerging economies. In 2025, investing platforms make it easy to buy fractional shares, meaning you can own small pieces of expensive stocks or funds, which helps you diversify even if you don't have a lot of money. A diversified portfolio can protect your investments when one area underperforms. 5. Consider sustainable or ESG investing. Investing with your values is becoming more popular every year. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. These investments focus on companies that act responsibly, taking care of the environment, treating employees well, and running their businesses ethically. Sustainable investing isn't just about feeling good. Many ESG funds have delivered competitive returns, sometimes even outperforming traditional funds. In 2025, there are lots of choices for ESG investing, whether you want to focus on clean energy, social justice, or corporate responsibility. If you care about where your money goes and want to support companies making a positive impact, ESG investing is worth considering. It's a way to align your investments with your beliefs while still aiming for good financial results. 4. Take advantage of tax-advantaged accounts. Taxes can take a big bite out of your investment earnings if you're not careful. That's why using tax-advantaged accounts is a smart move. These accounts, like IRAs or 401ks in the US or ISAs in the UK, offer tax benefits that help your money grow faster. Some accounts let your investments grow tax-free, while others give you a tax break when you put money in. In 2025, many beginner-friendly platforms make it easy to open these accounts and start investing with tax advantages. If your employer offers a 401k match, try to contribute enough to get the full match. That's free money and an instant return on your investment. Using tax-advantaged accounts helps you keep more of your earnings and grow your wealth more efficiently. 3. Learn about cryptocurrency, but don't go overboard. Cryptocurrency is one of the most talked about investment types today. It has huge potential, but also comes with big risks. For beginners in 2025, it's smart to understand how cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum work, but it's also important to be cautious. Crypto prices can swing wildly, and the market is still fairly new and unregulated. If you want to try crypto investing, only use money you can afford to lose. Start with small amounts and don't let it be the core of your portfolio. Many experts suggest treating cryptocurrency as a small, experimental part of your investments while focusing the majority of your money on more stable options like index funds and bonds. 2. Keep learning and stay patient. Investing is a long-term journey. The more you learn, the better decisions you'll make. Spend some time reading trusted books, following financial news, or watching videos like this one. The market changes over time, and staying informed helps you adapt. At the same time, be patient. It's normal for investments to go up and down. Trying to get rich quick usually leads to mistakes and losses. The best investors stay calm through market ups and downs and keep investing regularly. Remember, building wealth through investing doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and consistency. The habits you build now will pay off in the years ahead. 1. Start now, even if it's a small amount. Finally, the most important strategy is simply to start. You don't need a lot of money to begin investing in 2025. Many apps and platforms let you start with just $5 or $10. Waiting for the perfect time or a big lump sum often means missing out on years of growth. Starting small and being consistent is better than waiting and doing nothing. Over time, your investments will grow through the power of compounding, earning returns on your returns. The earlier you start, the more your money can grow. So don't get stuck trying to figure out everything before you begin. Pick a strategy that feels right, open an account, and make your first investment today. All right, those are the top 10 investment strategies for beginners in 2025. Starting with an emergency fund, knowing your risk tolerance, using low-cost index funds, and even learning about crypto can all help you build a smart, balanced portfolio. Remember to keep learning, stay patient, and most importantly, just get started, even if it's with a small amount. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone you know who's thinking about investing. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future videos packed with easy money advice. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.